Aldi. British Ale, this is called. This is one of the beers they brought out for the Queen's Jubilee. And it's one of them beers, like a lot of their beers, that you never know who the hell makes it. So it says here, British hybrid lager brewed using ale brewing processes. Hybrid style beer brewed with lager yeast and fermented at ale temperatures. A subtle toasted malt flavour combines with an undercurrent of citrus and tropical notes from British Olicana hops. 4.4%. Like I said, it doesn't give you any details of who made it or anything like that. But we'll give it a punt. You know, it's not for me to be the judge, jury, and executioner of any brands. I will obviously have an opinion. And the shackles are off really when it comes to this, because the shackles are always off, but the shackles are off even more so when it comes to brands where you don't know who brewed it. So, golden pour, although it looks more off. Yeah, it is. It's good golden pour on this. There's quite a bit of good carbonation, a good inch of white ahead, and oh, the heat is absolutely battering me. I'm not good in the heat anyway. It's alright when you're on holiday, when you're at a theme park, you're chugging water, cola down you, you're walking around, you're having a good time. When you've been working in it like I have this morning, you're already half knackered from the heat, and it's in a lot of ways it's why I did 5 years in Sainsbury's, because I got pissed off with the heat. You've got the heat of summer, fucking cold of winter, and the wet. And at least in supermarkets it was pretty stagnant, you know. It was, and for the most part I enjoyed my time in supermarkets. Didn't enjoy little know-it-alls coming from the university who think they know it all before they even started. It's like, you've got a degree, well done you. Yeah, that degree isn't in life, it's in beer drinking and going down and getting pissed out your face every weekend. It's certainly not about dealing with people. But in any case, howdy, see how it cooks. Cheers. So nose, literally no aroma. Yeah, there's a touch, and I do mean a touch, of malt on the aroma. I'm not joking. I've made a beer up in the house. It's got aroma that kills this. It's got taste. I ain't tasted it yet, but I can tell from the aroma it's going to be bloody amazing. And then you get this. And I know I've just had a thought about the beer wall, the future of the beer wall, and do I have the beer wall as the best? You know, keep the beers and ciders and that and lagers at room temperature or in the fridge, certainly at the house where it's cooler, it's a cooler climate, and use the beer wall. Oh, it stayed up. Bless you. Yeah, use the beer wall as something else, and just focus on the top beers, going on there. Even in even in empty vessels. And just having the beer wall, the cream of the crop, the best of the best beers that deserve to be on the beer wall. That's an interesting point. Beers that deserve to be on the beer wall. Next, certainly that fella will always be a dawn in the beer wall for fucking obvious reasons. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. I'm going to come up with a video saying about it. So okay, a lager brewed with ale yeast. A lager that's similar to this, that's in shops, is Tetley's number 4. Tetley's number 4 lager is actually one of the best lagers out there. Yeah, it's brewed with ale yeast. I don't know about the temperature, because I know in lagers generally are brewed at a low temperature. Not all, but generally. I'm brewing a lager now, and it's not brewed at a low temperature. And I've brewed an artisan lager that wasn't brewed at low temperature. It may be the fact that lagers from commercial brewers have to be brewed at low temperatures. That I don't know. I'm not a brewer. Dabble a bit of home brew, but I in no way as a brewer. So I'm just looking at the bottles I've got to wash out in the next few weeks. I've literally got an absolutely outstanding amount of homebrew going to be produced, and it's good really because I've run out. So yeah, anything from imperial stouts to God knows what, and I'm hoping to barrel age through the winter months an imperial, a barley wine, and and get some tips from the masters. Yeah, that could be an idea. They wouldn't have to come to the beer room. They probably wouldn't want to. But to get some tips from master imperial stout brewers, a couple of people in mind who I know are fucking good at what they do. So back to this fella. Yeah, it's one of them beers that it's drinkable, in the grand scheme of things. It's malty. I get bits of chestnut from it, which is really strange. I had no expectations for this beer, and to be honest, it's the fact that it says it's a lager brewed with ale yeast, but they call it British ale. Okay, so is it a lager that's an ale or not? That I can't. That is something that's quite interesting. I don't understand what they're trying to get at in that respect. Oh, apart from the fact it's got windy in here. To apologise to any ladies present. I would not ever do that in your presence. As a proper traditional bloke, we have manners. But apart from being on camera. Yeah, it's okay tasting. if you forget the fact that what they've told you, everything on that can, about what it is, what it's supposed to be, what it actually is for me like an old-fashioned traditional beer. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's obviously it's brewed with Olicana hops, um, but it's drinkable. It's neckable. It's not nasty. Let's put it that way. For me, about 3.7 out of 5. Yeah, yeah. If you see it a bit cheaper, it's worth a punt. If you like your traditional beers, Spitfire, Bombardier, Doombar, then this is a sort of beer that you'll like. However, if you're a craft beer fan, then don't fucking bother. If you're a lager fan, don't bother. You ain't going to get a note from this that's going to appease you. And that's it for the review. Hey. Yeah, it's nice to jump back into supermarket beers. I know I've been on the periphery for a while, and yeah, it's nice to jump back in and see. Cheers on.